Have you found yourself wishing you had spent more time with your loved one? You wish things would have turned out differently. You wish your relationship with them had been better, and perhaps you regret missing an important milestone in their life because of work and other responsibilities. And now you think, if only I had prioritized them. Regrets often come up after a loss, and these thoughts can be very heavy, and they can stay with us for a long time, and sometimes for the whole life. And if you're feeling this way, I want you to know you are not alone in this, and it's totally okay to feel this way. First of all, I'd like to differentiate between regret and guilt. Guilt is often tied to a sense of responsibility for something you did wrong, or you believe you did wrong or failed to do. And it often involves self-blame. We believe we caused some harm, that it was our fault that certain things happened. For example, you feel guilty because you didn't find the perfect treatment. You feel guilty because you missed their last phone call, and now you're thinking, if I had answered, it might have meant a lot to them. And regret, on another side, is about wishing things had been different. It doesn't necessarily involve this thought, I did something wrong, but rather it may involve sadness or longing for missed opportunities. For example, you regret not visiting your loved one as often as you hoped because you lived far away, and you regret that the illness progressed so quickly that you didn't get a chance to talk to them about the topics that mattered before they passed away. You regret not being there when they passed because you didn't know it would happen that soon, or you couldn't get there in time. Maybe you wish your relationship with them had been better. You wish you could have understood the complexity of the situation sooner, or you wish you could have said goodbye. In essence, guilt often comes with feelings of personal responsibility, such as, I should have done something differently. And regret is more about the circumstances, like, I wish this could have happened another way. And both emotions, guilt and regret, are very common in grief and can often overlap. And sometimes it's difficult to say what is what, but today we're focusing on regret, what it is, how it affects us, and how we can work through it. And to be honest with you, I've experienced regret deeply after all my losses. When I lost my mom, I would replay so many moments in my life. The times I was too busy and caught up in my own life, and I couldn't always be there, and I was far away. And deep regrets that she became ill after getting happily married, and I wished so much she could have had a chance to experience this new happy phase of her life. These thoughts and many other regrets are often still there, and it's okay they are there, but it's very important to start processing them. Regret often reflects deeper desires and needs we have. For example, if you regret not calling more often or visiting enough, it might point for longing for deeper connection or a wish to have been closer. If you regret not knowing how bad the situation was, it may point at the need to be reassured that your love and support still mattered, and there's nothing you could have changed in the way that things were. The biggest part of work through regrets is accepting and letting go. And of course, it may not happen overnight, and they may not go away completely, but we can still work on being more at peace with what happened. So the most powerful thing is to accept that many things are out of our control. Sometimes we don't know or can't do certain things. Sometimes we are helpless and things are just the way they are, and we cannot do anything about it. We cannot predict or control illnesses, accidents, time, or the way events unfold. And our regret cannot change the past. And holding on to regrets, ruminating about them, can be very exhausting. So what can help to accept? You can start writing down the things you regret, just as they are, without any reasoning or evaluation. Give yourself space and time for all your regrets. They want to be seen, and it's totally fine they are there. So write them down as many times as you wish. And this alone can help you feel more at peace. And then if you feel like, reflect on the things that were truly out of your control and write them down, together with the things that you could control. It can help to see the situation more clearly and to be aware of your limitations and the complexity of the situation at the moment. And what can help to let go? A very powerful method, and one of my favorite things, is to perform a ritual. Write a letter to your loved one. Express your feelings, sorrow, gratitude, apologies, love, whatever it is. Light a candle, cook their favorite dish, visit a place that is meaningful for them or for you. These simple rituals can provide a sense of connection and closure. It is also helpful to focus on what worked well, because it's easy to focus on what you didn't do well or what didn't happen. Take time to acknowledge the moments you showed care and love and the good times they had and you had with them. Remember the hugs, the loves, the times you were present. Remember the good things they had in their life. We don't do it to forget or dismiss the challenging and sad things that happen, but to have a fuller picture and to acknowledge that they were also good things. And it may also help to transform your regret into something meaningful. For example, if you regret not being there enough during the illness, you may want to volunteer and help people with the same disease. And if your loved one cared about a specific cause, you may want to support this cause and do some charity work. And you can also focus on nurturing the relationship with the people that are still important to you, that are still in your life. And nurturing the relationship in the way to have this love and support and care you wished you had had in the relationship with the person you lost. It can also be very helpful to share your regrets with someone who understands. A grief group, therapist, a coach, trusted friend. It can help you see the new perspective of what you feel and what you've experienced. And it can also be very comforting to know that you are not alone in this. Please remember, regret is a natural part of grieving and loving deeply. It can teach us very valuable lessons, but we don't have to be consumed by it. We can learn to give space to our regrets, accept the things that happened, and let go gradually, and transform regret into meaningful actions if we feel so. Please know the love and connection you shared with your loved one mattered far more than the situation you couldn't change or the things that unfolded in the way you did want. We all do the best we can, and sometimes things are just the way they are. Thank you for being here with me today. Be gentle with yourself. Take care of your heart, and remember that no matter what, you deserve peace and healing.